Hi Leo, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Seeing the Tower and the pre-shuffle, maybe something going on that comes about unexpectedly. I was also seeing the High Priestess too. Maybe you know something. Alright. I'm looking at the Four of Wands and I'm also looking at the Four of Swords. See a 44 here, maybe significant to you. You may need a break from something emotionally. Maybe you're pulling back from a relationship or certain relationships to kind of take care of your emotional and mental health. Maybe you feel like you need a little bit of a reset even, Leo. I'm hearing restoration. I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles now. Something going on with finances, the home, job. It looks like you may be prioritizing yourself and your self-care and your needs, and maybe also focusing more on work, job, things like that. Maybe also balancing multiple serious responsibilities that you have. It looks like there's a focus on prioritizing when it comes to work for you right now, Leo. Or things that you're committed to taking care of. Is that? Yeah, definitely something going on the emotional front and how that's affecting a relationship that you have. Because I'm seeing there be some type of analysis. Maybe you're analyzing yourself and also reflecting on a relationship too. Maybe also about how that's fitting into your life in relation to how you're taking care of yourself, how you're thinking about yourself, what your needs are. It looks like you're independently going about meeting your needs here. You could also be thinking about something that you want to say to someone or a message that you want to send as well. It seems like there's a process of deep thought that's going on that's related to how you're feeling and what you want to say to someone. Maybe even thinking about if you want to say something to someone. Remember, energies can always be reversed. You may have something impacting your mind frame when it comes to your job or money. However, I'm seeing that within the role you're playing, there's a sense of feeling confident about that. So I'm not seeing it particularly be about like the work you're doing or your responsibilities. I'm seeing you be kind of covered on that end. But when it comes to your general sense of security / values, there's a sense of like not feeling good or great about something. Potentially. We're gonna get further because it seems like it's not so straightforward. Thinking about something. Thinking something over. It seems like there's something being heavily thought about and heavily weighed out right now. I'm seeing almost a pause that's happening. I'm getting a highlight of Virgo and Neptune here. You may be thinking about expectations related to a relationship. I'm seeing a very deep reflection that's happening. And this doesn't have to be a specific relationship. It can be multiple relationships. For some of you, this is like, this is one very particular relationship that's pretty serious or that you have some sort of big commitment to. It seems like you reflecting and kind of taking a step back rather than jumping forward is helping you manage something on the emotional front. So there are definitely things going on that have been affecting you emotionally, and I feel like this reflection is helping you figure out how you want to go about processing that and where you want to take things from there. And you may actually be deciding to take a break from something. Like, there could be something going on that's making it more difficult for you to manage your emotions right now, and you're like, you know what, this is too overwhelming. I need to take a step back from this. I need to think about myself here. So I'm seeing something like this happening. Okay. There may be something that is not any longer fulfilling you, maybe in the way that it had been before. I feel like in your heart you know this, and this may be something that's going to be communicated eventually, but it may also change your home situation. I'm almost seeing it like, for some of you, you could have a relationship or even live with a person, or you have like finances tied into them, and you're like, well, if I leave this situation, how is that going to affect me on a financial level? It seems like some sort of change is going to be happening that like somehow affects your security, and there may be some fears surrounding that, like what type of impact this is going to have on you within the 3D. But I'm seeing that whatever situation it is that you're in now, there's a sense of like something weighing on you emotionally, and also a sense of being like, I'm not feeling as satisfied as I could be were I to kind of move away from this, but then how is that going to be affecting my life? Maybe you're also addressing a lack of confidence even if you were to move away from a situation, because you may look at it and be like, on one level I feel really secure in this way, or I feel really good in this way, and if I make this decision that I know would be empowering for me, how is that going to affect me security wise, financially? How is that going to affect my home life? Things like this that are being thought about. And I am seeing some sort of like fear or lack of confidence related to that. But you already know what you need to do. It seems like recognizing this is the most important thing, and to kind of, I'm hearing repower yourself when it comes to you validating your independence. You may be taking on a more independent role when it comes to finances, or even things within a job setting. This can even be a question too, where it's like, if you had been like combining finances with someone or had a certain source of income, if you make a move that's kind of moving you away from that, there's a sense of needing to trust that you can get a job done or take care of yourself financially or work towards that so you can make an empowering move. I'm hearing for your authentic self. So more simply put, like, you could be doing something or involved in something that pays the bills. However, there's a sense of wanting to make a change or move away from this because you're not getting what you need fulfillment-wise out of this. And so there's going to be a decision that's made. And you may also be recognizing that it's your mindset that's been holding you back, or a sense of fear that's been holding you back from exploring something you want to be exploring. Yeah, the cards are just reflecting what I'm saying. There's a sense of going back and forth and needing to think more about, because I'm seeing you be like in a little bit of a pause right now when it comes to you starting something new or having some sort of new beginning or something coming to fruition that would lead to you entering into a new chapter for yourself. I'm looking at Virgo, Neptune, which is Pisces energy. I'm looking at the Sun, which is Leo, and I'm also looking at, sorry, I'm hearing a bunch of different words right now. Libra. You may be thinking about moving locations even for some of you, because I'm hearing different locations. So you may somehow be migrating or even getting involved in like new territory, potentially. Maybe expanding outward. It feels like one of those moments where you could kind of be overthinking something and be like, in my heart, I know that this isn't working for me and that I want to move on. And as soon as you catch yourself being like, the reason I didn't make a decision is because like I'm not empowering myself, or I'm not believing in myself, or I feel scared. It feels like you recognizing that is a really pivotal moment for you. And then all of a sudden there's a change that's made and it's going to affect your confidence in a beneficial way. It seems like the recognition of where you are mentally is what actually helps you overcome this obstacle that you're facing right now. You may also be recognizing that you may be within a karmic loop and that you're meant to actually break away from this. You're meant to complete a lesson and continue moving on rather than staying stuck in something that may feel quite cyclical to you. I feel like you're about to be creating your own luck with something. To me, it looks like you know that you're being guided in a particular direction to start something or explore it, and you're wondering if it's going to pay off for you. Like if it's going to be worth it to do this. Yeah. There's almost a sense of denying something, maybe because you're worried about what you're going to get in return for this. But I'm seeing that there's a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for here? It is, you may be feeling a sense of ambivalence that you're going to be separating yourself from by letting go of it. It feels like you may be in one of those situations where you're not feeling particularly inspired, and this is about you making a move that you feel called to make regardless of what the outcome is going to be. And there's a sense of feeling empowered because of doing that, regardless, again, of what the outcome is going to be for you. Because I'm seeing, as I said before, there be some sort of concern about like how you're going to fare in a situation, but I feel like there's a need of like you having faith in yourself and where you are feeling guided, and knowing that your intuition isn't going to lead you down the wrong path. Because maybe too, you're like, well, I want to figure out what the outcome of this would be before I jump into it, but you already know you don't want to be in a situation that you're in. So this is about you trusting that and being like, regardless of what happens, I need to make this move for myself. This is what I'm seeing here. Or a change, make this change for myself. It's interesting too, because I was also seeing the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck related to something new that you may be exploring. So you may even be like reacquainting yourself to something or someone, but you may be doing it in a different way. Or it could be like something that you had, something or someone that you had been around at a point in time, and then you kind of separated from it, and now you may be reconnecting with that even. This can be an idea, it can be a person, it can be a space even. Yeah, I really do feel like you are choosing your fate right now. Deciding to take the initiative and let go of something. Something that may even at times feel comforting, but it isn't everything that you want it to be or that you need it to be. And there's a sense of recognizing this as well. So I'm seeing this is the Six of Cups that I was talking about. It feels like you're reacquainting yourself with something, but doing it in a new way or approaching it differently. For some of you too, you may feel like you are brought back into connecting with something that at one point in time you had been connected with, and then there had been a pull or separation from that. But it's something that you've kind of been circulating back towards even, and maybe something that you want to rework for yourself. I'm seeing that you taking action is very necessary to where you're going to be going. Like you assuming the role of taking control and initiating something is very, very important here for you. It seems like a new project or a new direction that you want to be going in. This can be something creative. I'm seeing a fretting type of energy related to the past. It almost feels like you know you're being guided in a particular direction, but there's a sense of like fear and even resistance towards this. It may also bring up things that maybe you had tried to move on from, but for whatever reason you've been kind of, I don't know, it's like gravity has pulled you back towards something. Maybe something that you thought you weren't going to have to revisit again. What I'm seeing is that there's also a choice that needs to be made in relation to a lifestyle or how you've been doing things even automatically. So it seems like if you're up to change something that may feel comfortable or like a go-to for you, that you're going to be able to kind of trade that out for actually obtaining something that you want, but that change is needed. This can be an attitude, an outlook, a lifestyle choice that's changing even. This can also be shedding part of an identity. Like for some of you, there's something that you want to get more serious with or committed to, and there's a stance that needs to be taken to actually commit to consistency here. And you may be recognizing this within yourself. Like a lack of consistency somewhere in your life where you're like, you know what, I'd really like to dig my heels and stick around for this and to be able to build upon that. It also seems like you may have in an instance been gravitating towards things that like feel fun or feel exciting, and there's a sense of needing to do the work now and get serious with it. Because I'm seeing kind of an opportunity be placed in your lap, and this is all about how you're going to address it and like if you're going to commit to this opportunity that's newly opened up for you. For some of you, this is a chance to reconnect with somebody from your past or something from your past. This can be an activity, it can be a person, it can be an environment. It's something that may feel sentimental. I'm also hearing the word whimsical. Wow, but there's so much overthinking and anxiety related to this. Yeah, it almost feels like you are... I'm seeing this definitely have karmic ties to it. It feels like something, you are getting to the point of something unavoidable that needs to be faced or needs to be addressed now, that for some time you may have been able to put off, or because of the way that you were like making decisions or living something out, it was kind of keeping this at bay. But now, because of a decision to make some sort of change and want a sense of consistency and also want something back in relation to what you're doing, there's a sense of needing to come back towards something or someone and to explore an opportunity, one that you know you have been guided towards. But I am seeing a lot of like anxiety and fear related to this. But as I said before, it feels like something unavoidable at this point that's going to need to be addressed and faced. For some of you, this is directly related to someone. It's a relationship. Regardless of the outcome, I'm seeing that this is definitely something that is going to make you stronger at the end of the day, and you're also going to acquire a skill set from this experience. So it almost feels like the last battle of something. Battle may be the wrong word, but it's kind of like you coming to the conclusion of something related to the past for yourself. I'm looking at Taurus energy here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.